New from Vinegar Syndrome is Master of the World from 1983. This Italian movie is based all around cavemen, Neanderthals, as they just struggle to survive in this terrifying world. At the start of the movie, you get a little bit of a narrator telling you 2 minutes of the dawn of man almost, and then you're left for the preceding 100 minutes to delve into this utterly dull and unexciting world of cavemen being violent and just boring. This was a load of crap. It was one of those movies that just I struggled to deal with, which is a shame because it's actually well made. That has some good points about it. I liked a lot of the photography, the landscapes, some of the production standards were particularly nice. There is an overuse of stock footage which is a little bit grating and annoying and sticks out more so thanks to the wonderful treatment by Vinegar Syndrome, but it's a movie that is it's an endurance test more than anything. I failed to grasp the various factions that are going on here. Any kind of story that was here was ultimately lost on me as I zoned out for large parts of this movie. It's one of those films that is just super tedious and boring. There is a lack of dialogue. There is no articulation from any of the characters. So all you're getting is what the images are giving you, and the images aren't giving you a lot to go on. It's just one of those interesting ideas, and for the first 15-20 minutes I was kind of with it. I thought this was going to be a really interesting and exciting movie because it does look good. The effects are kind of brilliant. The landscape and photography, cinematography is really wonderful, and I thought we were going to get something special, but it's really lacking in story, and that's what lets this thing down. There's nothing to get your teeth into. There's nothing to keep you excited about what's happening. It has this really weird synth score as well that is just ill-fitting. It doesn't tally up with the rest of the movie. It feels out of place and odd, and I really didn't like it at all, which is a kind of shame because it's prevalent all the way through it. We have many characters, one who is a blonde guy that's the kind of lead, which I think throughout the movie is trying to learn to better stand up for himself, learn how to fight. He almost gets beaten up several times. He does get beaten up a few times, but you see him learning how to deal with situations and learning new ways of fighting and standing in the land. It's just a really long-winded, boring movie. This could have been something really kind of different. Really kind of unique within the world. I mean, it is something that I haven't really seen done before, but I think I'd rather sit down and watch paint dry for 2 hours than watch this again. I'd definitely be more interested in the paint drying. I think it'd be far more exciting. This was a strange oddity of a movie, one that I struggled to sit down and pay attention to, one that I struggled to really focus on. I found myself wandering many times while trying to pay attention to this thing. It was grating in all the wrong ways, and for a movie that looked so good, that had so many nice things about it, it just dropped the ball when it came to the story, which is non-existent, and the narrator, which even I would have been happy with that throughout the movie to give us some kind of cohesion to the story, is there for the first 90 seconds and is gone, never to be heard of again.
Ever since man has existed, superstition and chance have manifested the will of God.
Master of the World, yep, it's an absolute turkey. One of the sort of most uninteresting Vinegar Syndrome titles I've had. One that, thanks to Collecting 2.0, is going straight onto eBay, and there's probably the most interesting scene from the movie there. This happens at the hour mark, and I thought, okay, we're on to something fun, but immediately cuts away and doesn't give us any goodies whatsoever. So that's another thing. For a movie that's set in Neanderthal kind of land, everybody has the most perfect teeth I've ever seen, and nobody ever gets naked. Does that make a good movie? No, but it would have made it more interesting, and that could have been a huge bonus to this one. If you've been unfortunate enough to sit and watch Master of the World, I would love to know what you thought of this one. I would love to know how long you made it into it before turning it off, and did you struggle all the way to the end? Hey, did you like it? Did you find something enjoyable in it? Let everybody know in the comment box below. As always, there's more content up here that you can see of my channel. If you want to just click that like button, it's just there. That would be amazing. And if you want to support me, if you want to make me feel better about sitting watching Master of the World, you can join the Patreon or the membership program for as little as 99p a month, and that would be amazing. That would really make me sitting watching this kind of worthwhile, almost. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.